So what, he carries around the teacup? Why? The teacup?
That gets better. I gotta show you this other one.
I'm definitely going to be watching that.
Watch this one. This is probably my favorite clip. I think this was from season 1 of the league.
Season 1?
Yeah.
This is Duck Dynasty for people who don't know.
Alright!
Hey, Fireball. Wow.
Wow. And the whole show's like that. Every episode is spinning all the way through, isn't it, man?
It is. It really is.
Well, they're crazy people.
Like at first, like Joshua was telling me about that show, and like I was like, that just sounds kind of weird. I'm probably not going to watch it, but now I want to watch it.
Yeah.
Like I should at least sample everything before I decide not to do it, because that's pretty funny.
I know. Still, he's like they were all had something wrong with them. And I was like, dude.
I can think of a lot of 3 games that do not have anything wrong with it. Like, first one off my head, Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3. That one was a really good one. That was one of the best ones.
Halo 3.
Halo 3 was awesome.
It was short though.
It was short. It was very short. It was awesome.
It was really good. But it was short. I mean, that's the only bad thing.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
It was longer than 4.
Yeah, 4 was short. 4 was really short.
So how do you feel about Disney canceling LucasArts?
Yeah, that really aggravated me.
Gamerz.
Like,
Well, they had to, because I mean, they weren't really going anywhere else.
I know, but honestly though, but they just had closed Junction Point. I mean, it's like, next week we're gonna say, oh, Disney Infinity, it's not happening anymore.
Well, actually, they said that Disney was wanting to go towards mobile games now. So
yeah,
that might actually happen. That Disney Infinity. I mean, it'll still come out, but they may just discontinue it. So.
Yeah.
We got like Force Unleashed 3.
I don't think that's ever.
Yeah, that's probably not gonna happen now because
so they left a huge question mark.
I know, Darth Vader was captured, and then the next thing is you put in Episode 4, and he's the Death Star player.
So I guess you have to use. He pretty much destroyed everything. Yeah. Let's just go with that.
Yeah. As soon as it went black, there was a ship exploded over here, but he could fly out.
Yeah. It was the only one that made it.
Yeah, he killed everybody else.
That's retarded. I mean, really think about it.
Yeah, it really was like that's just.
Well, they kept saying that we were going to make Battlefield 3, but now they're not going to do that.
Did you read about that?
Did they cancel
They
it?
had it 99% complete, is what he said. 99%, man.
Why did they cancel it?
No clue.
I didn't even hear about this. Like,
yeah, they have the videos up, don't they, man?
That kind of depresses me because I haven't played them yet, but I was going to. Like, I was planning on playing 1 and 2 and buying the 3rd one when it came out.
I mean, literally, it was so close to being finished, and they just dropped
it. Really aggravates me.
Yeah, it was a pain. I mean, it was just horrible that they decided to do it. What they say, I think his exact words, they had to work with psychos or something, didn't they?
You know, the worst part is, now that LucasArts is canceled, what's going to happen to 1313 then?
Well, see, that's what I saw, and they're afraid that it won't be made now. And it looked awesome.
That did.
They should at least finish that one because that looked pretty cool. Like, I was excited for it, and I mean, it wasn't like a shooter.
It was like Uncharted.
It's like a Star Wars.
Yeah, like a third-person shooter, and like there probably wasn't going to be like lightsaber battles in it. It was all going to be about the gun portions of Star Wars,
like Boba Fett style.
Yes, and we haven't explored that since what, the PlayStation 2?
Yeah. It's like bounty hunter, really.
Yeah.
Which was awesome. I love that one.
Yeah.
That was so good, actually. That was one of my favorite Star Wars games.
I need to get those.
It was violent, though, for like, what was it, T?
Yeah, it was T.
It was T, but it was kind of violent.
I mean, Django just kicked the crap out of there. I mean, that was probably, that and Battlefield 2 were probably my favorite Star Wars games. Because I like Battlefield 1, but Battlefield 2 was just...
Yeah, it was better. You got to play as the Jedi.
And I mean, they just made everything so much better with the space battles and everything. So. Okay, let's do this.
But
60s disco expansion.
60s disco. Oh yes. If you don't have this game, and like, we should probably start with BioShock Infinite so I don't forget it.
Well, there's just too much to talk about that one. We'll just
you could fill an entire
podcast. With
that. What would you rate BioShock Infinite?
12 out of 10.
Yeah, 12.
12 out of 10.
Yeah.
I mean, 12.
2 million.
I guess the only bad thing you can really consider about it is that in the middle, it gets a little confusing where it's going. But as soon as you get past that,
Yeah.
level,
Are you talking about like chin with that part?
yeah,
Yeah.
That, I mean that part kind of
That
throws
was
you
kinda
off. You're
odd.
like, oh, what's this leading
What
to?
was that really anyway? I mean, after that, he was all. All of them were. They were like ghosts.
And I mean,
That makes sense.
It really just kind of messes with your head, especially
Yep.
that middle part.
I mean, I get.
So am I
it.
in the reality that I was, or can I not go back to the reality? Which is the real reality?
Yeah.
I'm really confused.
It was like you switched to another one,
Yeah.
but they were alive but dead.
Yeah.
So like,
That makes sense.
what is the skyhook like? Because I'm really excited to use that.
I love the skyhook.
That's probably the best part about the
Yeah.
gameplay, to be
You
honest,
just-
because it changes the whole battle.
Yeah.
It really does. Because I mean, normally most of the time it's just like a normal first-person shooter, except for your powers. But I mean, even with that, that really doesn't change the thing. But when you go into the skyhook, it gets dynamic because the enemies can get on it. They can chase you. You can do pretty much. You can get a whole different view of the battle. And I mean, it makes things a lot easier. The only problem is when you fight a handyman. That's a problem.
Because he electrifies
Well,
it,
yeah.
and he will fry you.
See, like that's what I was excited about because where you can actually fight on there because like all 4 of these top games here have zip lines in them at some point, and like you know, actually fighting on a zip line, I don't think that's really been done before.
No.
The skyhook was more like a roller coaster.
Yeah, it's more like a roller coaster.
Yeah, like it was
that
like
sucker goes fast.
it's an on rail game, but it's not.
Yeah.
It kind of messes with your shooting. You kind of have
Yeah.
to get good with it a little bit.
You have to. I tell you have to lock it on them, don't you?
When you first start on the skyhook, it kind of throws off
Yeah.
your shooting because I mean you literally feel like you're hanging on. It's kind of disorienting to the
It
camera.
is.
So I mean,
It's very disorienting, but it's awesome when you hop down on them.
that
You
is
just come down and.
the skyhook strike is really probably one of my favorite things. To do.
Yeah. Dude, I like finishing them off with it too.
The skyhook finishers are really brutal.
Brutal, very
Like some of
So like, is the skyhook like a weapon itself?
yeah.
Yeah.
So you,
Kill
are you
people.
serious?
It's a
So,
melee weapon and a travel weapon. So
Yeah.
so that's incredible.
Yeah.
that's
It was.
ridiculous.
It was really.
I
cool.
didn't, see, I didn't know it was a weapon. I thought it was just the device you use to go across the lines.
I know. It
And like
I wanted to
everybody,
see him
there's
throw
like
it at least once.
I know. He just holds on.
No!
That'd have been cool if you could throw it at him, like summon it back. Because I mean, that thing. It's like imagine like if you had a lawnmower on your hand.
so kind of like Bulletstorm.
Yeah.
It kind of reminded me of Gears of War in a way, too.
Yeah,
'cause,
the
I mean, just
chainsaw type thing.
I mean, except the only thing is I think Booker had a problem with heads because he really just liked to let them
Yeah.
go. I don't like your head.
Dude, what about that when their neck got stuck in it?
Oh, that's messed
It'd
up.
go.
Yeah.
They just crack their head sideways.
It
Like
really
it'd be
is.
like this angle instead of straight up. It'd be like that.
It's
Oh,
either
wow.
It was
it's
horrible.
either that one or the one where he sticks it in the side
Yeah.
of the head and then starts
Just-
drilling. That's
ew.
really bad. That
Yeah.
was bad.
But I tell you what, I thought was one of the most amazing parts of it was the whole like first hour, wasn't it?
The first hour kind of really messes with you because you're kind of like, am I this person that they're really trying to
Yeah.
kill? Like, what's wrong with me? What did
Yeah.
I do? How do they know me, first of all? And it just really throws you
Yeah.
off because everything just seems like, I mean, they did it so well. They made you seem like it was just such a nice
Yeah.
place.
Yeah. See, for like forever, you don't fight, you don't do anything. You just see normal people. You can enjoy the scene, play carnival games.
It's just all nice and pretty outside, and then all of a sudden you get to this fair, and you literally come. I cannot choose the other option on that because I mean I was like,
That's
that's
horrible.
just wrong.
Yeah, it was. See, that's when you figure out something's wrong here.
Yeah, when they bring that out, you're like, oh man, why'd you have to go there? God,
Let you see, you'll be surprised.
He hasn't played.
He hasn't played it,
Yeah.
so we have to keep it vague.
By the way, just love your poster. Did I tell you what
Yes.
they did?
What they do?
GameStop, they Todd McFarlane made 4 of these limited edition prints of the actual artwork that was used to do that, and they gave them to all the GameStop. There was only 31,000. They gave it to me.
Are you serious? Oh,
Limited edition.
you should hold on to that because
I'm going to hold on
That's
to
probably big money.
Put it in a vault, lock it away.
I
But
hid it
do
away.
it where it's see through so you can still see
Yeah.
I was thinking at the AC4 midnight release on my brain night, I was like, no, I'll have to defend it with a tomahawk. But
Yeah,
I,
people
can't,
be like trying to take it.
I can't defend it with a tomahawk because it's not Connor anymore. So what the heck?
Yeah, you have to defend it with a pirate sword.
We've got to like
Which
at this year's like we got to bring a camera and at least film on the outside. Like we need to say, John, you need to go in the back for a minute. As soon as it goes back there, we just need to smuggle the camera in.
Do you know what they're doing now, though,
Do
at
what?
midnight release? At GameStop, this bothered me. I went to the midnight release at Bioshock. now they position the games to where you can't see them.
Ah,
Like they say now in corporate, this is what John said. You're not supposed to see the games until the midnight release, and even in collector's edition, they turn the box around so you can't
that's
see it.
why. What's the point of that? That just kind of makes it worse.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, in a way, I guess, but like, you know, when you're there and you can see it, it's like right there, but I can't get it.
I mean, that's literally what John said. He's like, we can't show the top of the cover. We can't show anything. And like some guy asked him, do they have reversible covers in the thing? And John's like, hold on. Maybe.
Maybe.
That's awesome.
But yeah, Bioshock.
Game Awards, like, it's gonna be hard to pick a game of the year. So did I tell you guys my new idea yet?
No.
Okay, so instead of just picking one, I say we vote for 5 plus a 6.
Top 5.
Yeah,
So
fair.
what we would do is like
Make a whole lot
whichever
easier.
one you vote for, like, you put in slot 1, that gets 5 points. Slot 2 gets 4, then it goes 3, 2, 1, and then whichever one you put in 6 will be our honorable mention of the year. So that way, and the honorable mention will just be 1 point apiece. That way, you know, whichever one wins, wins.
Yeah.
And that way we can have a top 5, and whichever one's on top will be our overall game of the year,
Yeah.
but there'll still be 4 others.
I can tell
So
you
there's just too
probably-
many good ones.
I was about to say, I'd probably tell you the top 10 as of now. And this may not be in order, but I'd say this is how it's going to go. I'd say it would be Bioshock, it's definite.
Definitely.
Probably Luigi's Mansion 2. Definitely
yeah.
Batman. Maybe AC4. I'm still wanting to see about them. I'm gonna
It'll
go
be
ahead
there.
and
It'll be in the
say-
top 10.
It'll at least be in the top 10. GTA most likely because they're all the big, huge open world. Watch Dogs.
Yes, that's got to be in there.
yeah,
That's got to be in
Dogs.
there.
I'd say Watch Dogs. Maybe Infamous because they said that was supposed to be released. With
It
the
should
PS4.
be. If it's released, it will definitely be there.
I'd say that. I'm actually very excited about the Legend of Zelda remix.
Yes. Oh well, the remake, the HD one.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll be in the top 10, but it would definitely. It's definitely worth mentioning.
Kingdom Hearts 1.5. That's good, but I mean it's still Kingdom
Yeah.
Hearts. So I
Yeah.
mean,
Basically the same. Just
yeah,
add
with final
Steam
mix.
edition.
With final mix. I mean, it kind of makes it in a way a different game at the same
Yeah.
time. And then, am I forgetting anything else?
Last of Us.
Last of
yes,
Us.
that's what. No, of course, The Last of
Oh
Us.
my gosh.
You can't leave that one out. That's just you can't do that one. Leave that one. But that's pretty much the list right now. So that's what I think.
Yeah. Trying to think. I can't think of any more.
Unless Halo comes out with something random.
I don't
Does
think
anyone
that-
care about Call of Duty this year, or am I?
I don't even know what they're doing. Like I haven't even heard.
Ghost something. Did you
Oh,
say it?
yeah.
Call of Duty Ghost something.
Well, I mean,
Like,
you got
I'm gonna
Battlefield-
get
you got
it.
Battlefield 4 too, but I'll check
Yeah.
that out. No, I mean, the engine, of course, the engine. Is
Yeah, it
amazing,
looks awesome.
but I'm not really impressed by it.
Yeah, it's basically the same thing.
Yeah.
But did you see the what was it? I don't know if it was a rumor or whatever it was. They were saying they're going to do a Modern Warfare 4.
Yeah, I heard that.
Really?
Is that real?
I don't,
Really
I don't know
going?
if it's real, but I hope not, because I mean,
I don't.
I
I
mean,
don't
it
think they
ended-
should. They had a good like 3
Wait.
like series there. They
Yeah,
should
I
end
have
it
a
there.
rumor that I actually heard about that. PlayStation was actually supposed to do another announcement this month for the PS4, and it's supposed to be a new game. Rumor is Uncharted 4.
I hope so. I really hope so. Like, I don't know how Naughty Dog would pull that off though.
Because with The Last of Us
Yeah.
this year,
Yeah.
but they're already halfway done. I mean, they're pretty much at I'd say the beta process of it right now.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
still though, that would be very difficult to pull off.
Maybe
well,
they'll announce it.
maybe
just
they'll announce it,
Yeah.
and they'll have like a trailer going, and they've started it, but
Next
they
year,
won't
maybe.
get
Yeah,
to finish it
I'd say it
until
won't
next
come
year or
out.
the year after.
Yeah.
Like
2014 at least.
Yeah.
Late 2014, I would say.
probably like September, October, somewhere in there.
Yep.
Maybe November.
Which October's a bad year for games because I mean you have a competition this year. Most likely the PS4 will come out sometime between actually October and November, because they say the Assassin's Creed 4 with October 29th release is supposed to have a PS4 release, so that gives me the lead. It's going to be either the week of AC4 or the week after AC4. That's what I believe. Well, of course, I could be wrong, but I don't know. But I mean, with that, you also have Batman. So you've literally got two huge competition companies. They're both in a way, kind of the same game. They're just in different settings, and you got them competing against each other this year.
Yeah.
In the same month. So the question is, who's going to win them?
Yes. Well, in September we also have Rayman.
Oh yeah, you have
Rayman's
Rayman.
coming out.
They got another Rayman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it called? Rayman
Legends.
Legends. Yeah, it's a
Oh.
sequel to Rayman Origins.
But it's really good. Man.
And originally it was going to be exclusive to the Wii U, but it's not now.
Now it's going on all kinds.
That's why they delayed it.
I have a question. How are we going to buy all these games?
Well, that's a problem.
It's hard to do.
Like I was telling this man, I need to start saving money right now. So I mean, like, as I'm in trouble because after The Last of Us, I'll be okay for at least the summer. But then when it gets to around that September, October area, I'm screwed.
Yeah. But see, then we have to buy the PlayStation 4.
That's what's killing me. I could probably make it with buying all the games. But now that the PS4 is coming, that's the thing that's going to be like, give me your wallet.
Yeah, you just walk into GameStop and you just start crying and you just hand them your wallet and just take it.
It's just like they start burying a grave for it.
Just take the wallet, take the cards, here's this, here's all this, like here's the deed to my house. Just leave me one outlet, that's all I ask.
Yeah, and a TV.
The outlet and the TV.
We're going to have the rest.
I was thinking, I say they're probably going to do a double trade-in credit for systems, but to be honest, the only way I will give up my PS3
is if it's backwards compatible.
Yeah.
Well, they did say
that it probably won't be.
They said it won't be, but they said that you can stream all your PS3 games to the PS4. So if it does that, I'll give it up.
Yeah, but see, how would that work exactly?
I don't know how.
Like,
I guess maybe you'll have to like hook it up and like transfer your data from the PS3 to the PS4, and you'll have to buy probably all your games online again.
See, what about the downloading thing for me?
Well, they said the downloading was instant.
Would it be like how much usage?
Oh, I don't know. Well, they have a huge memory in this. They have a huge memory.
What was it? Like
There's an 8 gigabyte something, but it was like twice the size of the PS3's 500 gigabytes.
So yeah, that should do us for its whole lifespan.
Pretty much. They said that this console was actually supposed to last a lot longer.
Yeah. Which that's kind of a good thing because I'm still not ready for the PlayStation 3 to die. Like I want more titles for it, but
now you've got like Batman confirmed. I think Batman and GTA are kind of the last like hurrahs for it because AC4 has already jumped in the ship and it's like, okay, we're going to PS4 now. So,
which I'm kind of surprised The Last of Us has
been doing that too.
Yeah, PlayStation 3. Like I figured they'd push that back.
I figured that they would be like, let's do with God of War and The Last of Us. Let's make them PS4 compatible as well. But I guess not. They're like, we want money. Give us money.
What I'm dreading is when Disney Infinity comes out this summer.
I can't get that. I can't get it.
Like I'm getting it because it's only like $75 to get like the starter pack and the game and everything that comes with it. But then like after that, for a set of 3 characters, it's $30.
That's why I can't get it.
But I figured what I'm going to do is I'm going to pre-order it. When I pre-order it, I'm going to pay $20 on it.
You get Jack Sparrow for free.
Yeah. Well, you get Jack Sparrow solely and Mr. Incredible. I'm gonna start saving money now, and when I get it, I'm just gonna like hand this huge wad of cash to John and just be like, just give me all the figures. Because like I'm gonna save like $30 a paycheck. That way, that's a new starter pack for me.
Well, that's kind of why I'm like I need to stay away from that because even though I want it, don't get me wrong, it's just the fact that it's really going to be
expensive.
And I mean that's one thing that kind of turns me off about Skylanders is because I like a game. Not with figurines that I have to buy for.
Yeah,
it's a con to get a younger audience to buy DLC.
Yeah,
that's all it is. A DLC.
Man, just think that if you would buy all of them,
that would be a close to.
Which there's only like what 29 characters. Is it 29?
So. How much are they?
Of course, I'm going to try something here.
Individually, you can buy them for like $12.99. But you can get a pack of 3 for $30, which is saving you money. But it doesn't just like what it does is you get the figurine. Okay, and then when you put it in the game, it gives you a whole new storyline for that figurine.
Yeah.
So, like, if you buy Perry the Platypus, for example, you would unlock Phineas and Ferb's world. So you can free roam that, plus you get that character to play as, and you got the whole storyline. Plus, you get all the Phineas and Ferb themed objects to build in the sandbox mode. So you can build your own town with those items. So it's worth it. It's worth it, but it's really expensive nonetheless.
Okay, so you ready for this? I was just thinking about this. I was like, with all that expensive stuff, I wonder how bad that would be if you just went to and got the PS4 later. So I was thinking, my submit price at the PS4 would probably be is $550. I'd say because I think they learned from their 600 thing.
Yeah. If the new Xbox is $500, then I think $550 is reasonable for the PlayStation 4 because the PlayStation 4 is so far superior in technology.
And they have the new HD resolution coming for 4K, so I mean, that
stuff looks wild.
I know.
And the TVs, how expensive were they? They weren't that bad.
Not
as bad as
not
I
as
thought
bad
they
as
were.
when they first came out with
Yeah.
this team. It was not nearly as bad.
Yeah.
It's going to be a graphics powerhouse.
But this is this. I say 550, and then I added some games like, let me see, I went through Batman, AC4, GTA 5, Infamous, Watch Dogs, and I think that was it. And I added that up. No collector's editions, just all $60. And this is how much I've got right now. Plus, well, not with tax, $850.
That's not too bad.
Not as bad as you
Because
think.
that's a lot of
If you
games.
go for the collector's edition, though, you're going over $1,000.
Yeah.
Which hopefully...
AC4 has a sweet collector's edition, though.
Oh,
What they
really?
got?
Have you? Well, it's for the UK right now.
Ah.
But they,
One of our listeners is going to be from the UK, so
You
he'll
mother
appreciate
flippers.
he'll appreciate that.
Okay, this is the one that I want like
Go
that.
UK.
It's Uplay exclusive, so you have to buy on Ubisoft's website. But it's called the Black Chest Edition. I'm going to read off. I've got a picture of it.
That already sounds good.
It has a huge collector's box. Of course, it's a chest. It has a huge world map. It has 2 lithographs of Edward and some other shit. Has 2 posters, art things. Has an art book. Has a steel book case for official soundtrack. Actual soundtrack, not digital.
Ah.
Black flag, an actual flag from the game, and a statue with lots of in-game content from the GameStop edition that you're getting in the US, and then from all the UK editions combined. And that's what it is.
Look at all that. Look at all that. And it comes with a little statue. I wish I was in the UK.
I'm going to the UK.
You should look that up right now,
We're
because
going
that is
right
insane.
now. Can we go ahead and go to UK pre-order, then go pick it up?
150.
Yeah, like,
Which
let's take a trip to the
I actually
UK.
thought about doing that. I actually thought about ordering from the UK website, but you have to pay a fee just to get it transferred over here.
Oh gosh, how much?
Probably
That's going to be a lot.
Well, when I ordered my Assassin's Creed stuff from UB Workshop, I didn't know that they were in Canada,
Yeah.
which they charge $35 for shipping, which isn't as bad as you would think. But when you charge overseas,
Yeah,
it
it's
goes
a lot.
a lot.
See, I know when we got that special effects thing, you know, it was like $80 or $90 for shipping.
yeah, it's crazy.
So I'm not. I love Assassin's Creed, but I'm not gonna do that. Not with $150. That will be a $200 collector's edition.
Yeah.
Right there. And I don't think I could do that. Of course, you know what I'm really ticked at? The Last of Us is collector's edition.
What is it? Like, is it crappy?
No, it's amazing, but it's sold out.
It's already sold out?
Yeah.
I haven't even pre-ordered it yet.
There's 2 of them, and this is all right. Are you ready for this? This came out when Sly Cooper came out. For those of you
So,
who don't know.
February?
Around February. It was actually no. It was announced on my birthday. Actually, January 22nd. It was. There are 2 of them. There's Survival Edition for the U.S. anyways. There was Survival Edition and Post-Pandemic Edition. Survival Edition came with the sights and sound pack that you already get with the game, with soundtrack and all the DLC and themes and stuff. Then you get this giant art book in the Survival Edition. You get a steelbook case, you get a Dark Horse comic, and I think you get something else. However,
That's incredible.
in the Post-Pandemic Edition, you get all of the survival stuff, plus a giant statue of Joel and Ellie. However, now this is the trade-off. There was limited quantities available, and that they said, if it's sold out, we're not making any more. So guess what?
They could make so much more money if they would just make more.
Guess what? I
Yeah.
went and wanted to pre-order that. As soon as I heard it, I went when Sly Cooper came out, saying, "Let me have the Post-Pandemic Edition." Didn't even look at my receipt when John rang me up. Didn't even think about it. Left GameStop, and then when I got the news that they were sold out, I was like, "Let me double check." It said Survival Edition on the receipt. And I was like freaking out. So I went to GameStop. I was like, please tell me they're still. And John was like, sorry, man. I was like, well, it's better than nothing. But then, this is what really makes me mad. McLovin, of all the lucky people in the world, heard this news that day as well. He's like, no, it can't be sold out. Goes to GameStop website.
And he got
Presses on order. Gets one.
Oh, dude!
Wow.
Dang!
For those of you who don't know who McLovin is, not the character from Superbad, but he is this really tall dude
Looks
who,
just like him.
Yeah, looks just like him.
Do you know how mad I was at him? I was sitting across from him when he told me this news. I literally took my books and went. I just walked. I'm like,
Oh my god. I wish I could have seen that.
Savannah was sitting next to me, and she was just like, I don't think he wants his books anymore. I could be wrong though.
After hearing that kind of news, I wouldn't win.
No, like I could kill you.
But like back to the PlayStation 4 though, I'm hoping that they will do the same thing Nintendo did and release 2 editions, but one edition
They
be
said
a little more, but have a game with it.
Well, they said
Because
that
that
they
would be
were
awesome.
going to release
Yeah.
it. One with the camera, that comes with the controller, and then the other without it. So
I'm gonna get whichever one has the more stuff with it.
Yep. I did the one with the gamer. I want it.
Because it saves money.
I'd say
over
that
time.
would probably be the one with the 550 added to it. I'd say that the normal one would be close to 500, I would say, if not more. Because if it goes back to 600, I'm sorry, but Sony needs to learn from their mistakes.
Yeah, because I really want to buy it firsthand.
I do
Is
think-
there any confirmation that we will be able to play used games on this system yet?
Yeah.
Yeah. They
Okay,
already
good.
said we would.
Microsoft, however, has said no.
Okay, like, see, if their system does that, I'm probably not going to buy it.
They've already confirmed they're putting
Because-
a microchip in it that will not read used games.
See, if they go through with this, I'm probably not going to buy that system, and it's going to kill me because I like all my systems, but I can't do that. I
To
gotta
be
play
honest,
used
that's
games.
going to hurt not only their market, but GameStop market
Yeah.
as well. Because
Oh, yeah.
that's pretty much
That's what they
a
give the
majority
money
of
for.
GameStop.
Yeah, but it's okay. It's a good thing for Sony because they've had rough time financially lately, so that's
Now-
going to push everybody from Microsoft over there.
Yeah. And did they decide if they were going to do the like Xbox in Japan this time in China?
I don't think they are, to be honest.
Yeah,
'Cause
'cause it
Xbox
failed
fa-
at
Yeah,
Xbox.
Yeah,
Xbox
like,
failed.
You couldn't give them away in Japan.
Everybody wanted them.
Which is the worst part about this is where Nintendo stands now with the 4K now coming out and Nintendo finally catching up to the HD area, and then PS4 coming out with all this brand new technology. Where is Nintendo going to stand? I mean,
Well,
and
Nintendo will still be there. Nintendo will always be there.
Miyamoto says, "Don't panic. We'll still okay." But I mean, like it was just like Jan said the other day, unless they bring out a Smash Brothers soon or they bring out Zelda or something, a first party original,
Yeah.
they're going to go in some serious trouble if they
Well,
don't do something.
See, their sales have picked up, and this is how the 3DS started too. Like, the 3DS started, and nobody wanted them, and it took a while. But once they got more titles out, it started selling well.
Well,
Which,
what bothers me about them, they're still trying to catch the casual gamer.
yeah,
They don't realize that a lot of their fans are hardcore fans that have been around since the beginning, and they're hardcore gamers. They want games like Zelda and the hardcore Mario fans. They don't want just a casual game. They just want a first party, let's get to Nintendo games.
yeah. Which I think that's why they kind of announced it
Yeah.
already. That way, more people will go ahead and have time to buy them. Because
So
we know a lot of them are coming this year. So,
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully they'll get their crap together. But
which, the
Pikachu.
yeah, that's my Pokemon. Anyways, the Wii U sales in Japan have sold, I think they said 3 million or something units over there,
I believe,
and that's
yeah.
already more than Microsoft has sold their Xbox over there in its
Yeah.
entire lifespan.
which is really sad.
Yeah.
And the Wii U's only been out since November
Which
last
I mean,
year.
it's in a way it's kind of sad because when you go around America, you can ask anybody what system you have. The majority of the time it's going to be Xbox.
Yeah.
You go to another country, and it's going to be if you go to Europe, it's more going to be Sony.
Yeah.
If you go to Japan, probably Sony. But if you go honestly anywhere else, especially in China, it's probably going to be Nintendo.
Yeah.
It's all region specific.
Which is
Wild.
sad. Which is really sad.
Yeah.
It is. Everybody buys Nintendo stuff in Japan though. Like it's insane.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this was a good start.
It's Microsoft. I don't think
Yeah.
they trust
That was
Microsoft
a great
a lot.
segue. Did you see that? It was a
What
great
is it?
segue. I was like, well, this was a good start for Nintendo. Great segue into this.
Oh, yes, it was. Yes, it was. Because, like, this game is incredible. Like, this game makes the first Luigi's Mansion feel like an extended demo. Like, this game is so much longer than it,
Whoa.
and it's just a handheld.
It's more detailed.
And it's got better graphics than the old one, too.
I believe it's
which
more,
is-
I think it's way more detailed and it's way more elaborate, especially with the puzzles. Because I mean, some of them were actually very difficult
Yeah.
to figure out.
The cool part is there's 5 mansions in this game, and when you go through it, you'll never see one puzzle repeated, ever.
It's
Like,
always
I'm
different.
serious. I'm on the last mansion right now, and I've never seen a puzzle
There's only
repeated
one
time.
thing that I found that's repeatable in it, and it's the dog.
The dogs.
Piss me off.
Okay, they're called polterpups, and it's a really good idea. Like when you first run into one, it's kind of cute, and it like steals a key from you, for example, and it'll run. What is it?
PS4 news just now. PS4 confirms that every console comes with a headset and large HHD, whatever that is.
I'm cool with that.
Large
I'm good with
what?
HHD. That was just from Kevin. I don't know what that means. I'll have to research that.
That works for me.
Well,
But
headsets.
That's expensive. A headset's
Oh, yeah.
expensive.
yeah, so I'm cool with the headset.
Wait, what kind of headset?
Bluetooth.
That's a good
I
quality.
wonder if it's like the tiny ones, like mine, or if it's like a turtle. I doubt it would be Turtle Beach. I don't think Sony would do that.
No, it's probably going to be a Sony brand name. It's which that's going to be high quality though, because that's But like I was saying about the Polter Pup, it'll take your key and it'll run all over the mansion. So you got to use your dark light device to follow its paw prints and go through every room. And when you finally catch it, you're like, yes. So you get it back to the lab. You're trying to put it in the vault. It gets out, and you meet it in the first one, the third one, and the last one. I don't think you meet it in the two in the middle.
Yeah.
I can't remember though, but what I do know is when you get to the last mansion, it does kind of get a little annoying because you just want to go to that next room that's there.
Get it done with.
But it is kind of original though, having to do that, having to backtrack.
I just think that they really did. This is what Nintendo is best at right here. This is just exactly what they need to do.
Yes, exactly.
And
this is the best game on the 3DS right now. Like I'd have to say that.
Like I agree.
Especially
I agree 100%.
like if you're talking about games released by Nintendo, this is definitely the best one. And the only one that really stands up against this one is like Kingdom Hearts.
I was about to say Dreamcast Distance is like the only one you can like really, because I mean they did a lot of original stuff
Yeah.
for 3DS. So yeah. But I mean that was Square Enix. But speaking of Square Enix, we can jump to Tomb Raider. That was a good segue.
Yes. Tomb Raider.
Segues, heck yeah.
This is my favorite game of the year so far.
I was actually very impressed with
I was too.
It's a lot grittier and a lot darker than the normal Tomb Raider movie.
I must insert though, if you haven't seen Conan reviewing this, watch him review.
Yeah, watch it.
But like the series needed a new direction, I think, and this was it.
The only problem, and Square Enix announced this last week, that their sales for this Tomb Raider have really
I know, man. It didn't sell very much at all.
Honestly though, it sold good. It just wasn't what they wanted.
Yeah.
And which it sold better than their other two, Sleeping Dogs and Hitman.
Yeah.
So this was their best seller.
Hitman was okay, but it was just wasn't.
Hitman Absolution.
Yeah, I haven't played it.
I haven't either.
Hitman was okay, but it just wasn't.
It's not this.
Yeah.
Like,
see, how much did this sell though? I remember it was like, what was it?
I can't remember.
3 million?
I can't remember
Something like
something.
that.
It was up there.
We just had to convert to PS4. Kevin's going to PS4. That's my boy.
Yes. I find it weird that I'm rooting for Sony because I usually don't fall into their gameage until a little later when they price drop it. But right now, that is the system I want.
I know.
Well,
Like
Which,
hold that thought.
after
You guys continue.
Primal Genesis.
I say what they're going to do. When the Xbox comes out, they'll make it flashy and like, make it look really good.
Especially May 21st, right? Is when they're announcing it.
And the worst part is, I'd say a lot of people will still go for it.
Oh yeah.
But to be honest, it's like Windows 8. Windows 8 came out, everyone was like, it's wonderful, it's wonderful. Then when they actually got, like, my buddy Kevin can testify to that, he said, it's a piece of crap.
I know, that's what everybody.
I mean, they said they were making a patch for 8.1, but I was like, you know what? I don't even want to deal with that. If it's going to be as bad as it is, I mean, Windows 7 was okay, but I mean,
I still think they should be XP. XP worked.
I think XP was better, but I just think that they're going to make Xbox look like heaven came to earth.
Yeah.
But then when people actually get it, I think it's going to be compared to the PS, especially with the PS4's technology. Because I mean, no offense, Sony already said we know our console is more powerful than the 720. They said that like months in advance was the worst part. Wow. Like they said that well, you gotta have to think about it. It is a supercomputer. It's a PC engine pretty much. Yeah. So that pretty much already justifies. Yeah, it's more powerful. The only way the Xbox could probably match that is if it took the idea of the PC engine, but it might do that where it's a social, maybe a more social network, but I don't know. And since it's always online, it might do it.
Man, yeah, I hope it is.
That is not cool though.
Because just me, we do not have a very good internet where we live, and we're usage 5 GBs, literally. It will kill you. It will kill you.
I just don't like being online all the time either. Because you get, I mean, no offense, if I want to play a single player game and I'm getting game invites all the flipping time, no offense, I'm focused on that game. I don't want to have to deal with you. I'm not trying to be unsocial.
Yeah.
I just want to play my game. Yeah. I don't want to have to worry about all this stuff. And updates constantly.
Yes.
You'll have updates every single time you go online.
I'm telling you, I get on there like what, maybe once or twice a month to just plug it in, maybe get a little bit, or give something, maybe a little bit of DLC or something. And I swear, I plugged it in my Xbox just like 2 days ago and had an update that took almost like 300 MBs. Mm-hmm. And that's almost like, almost half a gig.
Well, they Well, they said the PS4 is supposed to be constantly connected as well, but not to like multiplayer and like other stuff and with more of like it's like you turn it on, it's ready to go. It's kind of like the PS3 is now.
Yeah.
Like you don't go online until you actually go into multiplayer.
Yes.
Like,
see, would you have to be online though? Is the question.
I don't think so. Because I don't think even Sony would do that.
No.
I mean,
see, that would kill me. I couldn't get them, and that would suck.
Because I think maybe they get the idea. Maybe Microsoft thinks the idea that everybody in the world has a good internet base, which I think Sony may think that as well. But I also think they realize that maybe something may go wrong, and they still want you to play the game.
Yeah. See, just imagine if your internet went down for like a week.
Yeah.
And what would you do?
Exactly. You're not
couldn't get on your Xbox. You couldn't get on your PlayStation. See, that'd be horrible.
Of course, if the PS4 does do this, it will kind of annoy me. But with all what they're doing with it, I still don't think it will be that bad.
Yeah.
Now, if the PS4 was to go down the track that the 720 is going down now, with more like a social network where it's becoming like a Facebook and Twitter kind of thing, then I would say PS4.
See,
no.
You know, one thing I don't understand is that whole craze there. Do you?
No, I don't either.
I mean,
I like Facebook, but I'm not like going crazy.
Yeah.
For it.
I mean, like me, I don't do anything like that really.
I don't stalk people just for the pure fun. Because that's what Facebook is. If anybody is a Facebook addict, listen to me carefully. You have a life that you need to take advantage to. I'm going on a rant about this because this is the honest to God truth. Facebook is nothing more than a stalking site. I like to look at Facebook on the news feed and just look and see what's going on with people's lives. But there are people in this world who will go to other people's pages just to see what they're doing, just to stalk their pictures, just to take weird photos of them, or just get their photos off the internet. Yes, it happens every day. No, it has not happened to me. I hope it never happens to me. But that is a creepy violation. That is pretty much you being raped on the internet. So you need to get your crap together. Okay, I'm done.
Raped by Facebook.
Honest to God, that's how it happens. I just did my rant for the day. I feel better about myself.
Rant for the day. See, I've just never been into that stuff, really. I mean, you know, I have Twitter, and I'll just see what they're up to or something like that.
I just think that I'm not so much concerned about the online stuff. It's more of the games. Another reason I'm turned off by the 720 is because I know that I'm still going to get half the games 720 does, and the only game that I'm not going to get, no offense, is Gears and Halo.
Halo, yeah.
And to be honest, I got all these other first-party exclusive games. I've got a way more powerful console. I have probably the option to turn it off online if I wanted to. I have a Blu-ray player.
Yes.
I have a game console that will connect to every device, my Vita, my phone, my laptop, everything. That's right there. That's all I need to do.
Yeah, see, really, like me, honestly, I only have an Xbox for Halo and Gears. I buy all my games for PlayStation. I really do. Every game I get is for PlayStation. I never buy anything for Xbox unless it's like Gears or Halo or something like that.
No, the worst part this is
true.
This is something else that I find fascinating is PS4's new controller with the share button.
Yeah.
That is
That's
just...
exactly.
Did you hear what you can do with it?
What is that exactly?
Its share button is like... Basically, you know how you take a video of you playing a game?
Yeah.
Put it on the internet, walk through, and you have to edit it and all this stuff. Basically, what the share button does, if you have an epic moment in a game, you can instantly press the share button and share it to any network you want. YouTube, Facebook, anything. Then it will edit it for you already. And then here's the best part. Now this is the coolest part. Say I was playing a game, and I cannot get past this one part, but you already have. I can press the share button to you FaceTime with you and say, hey Josh, can't forget this part out. My little screen, what I'm looking at, will pop up in the corner of yours. And you can either show me what to do, or you can play a video of your video of how you did it, or, now this is the cool part, you can press another button. You can actually take over from your controller and play that for me.
Dude!
Yeah. Now tell me why you don't want a PS4. That's all in real time.
Yeah.
If you do not believe me, go look at the PlayStation conference. They confirm that you can do this. So,
What was it called?
you know what I'm really concerned about with the PS4? And this is my only concern. And that is the design of it.
Hang on.
If it's like the giant hunky piece of mess that's over there,
What do you think?
I'm going to be ticked off because I know exactly what they're going to do. They're saying, yeah, this is going to last longer. But we're going to make a slim model anyway.
And then a really, really slim.
And then you're going to be like, well, that one looks so cool and mine looks like...
What is
I don't know. It looks like a
Stone Age.
It looks like a
man.
microwave. And you're gonna be like, well, what will I do? And hopefully, maybe GameStop or Sony will be like, you can trade in your console to get this brand new. I doubt that. But I mean, that's what bothers me. I hate it when they do. Like Nintendo. Nintendo's good for this. They will make the console design, and they will stay with it the whole entire lifespan. They will fix it if it messes up, and they will just make it better. They do not just keep contradicting themselves, saying, "Okay, we got the hunky version. This is the PS4. This is the PS4 Slim. This is the PS4 Super Slim. This is the PS4 Super Slim. This is the PS4 Super Slim."
Until you get a pocket version, which is like this. Yeah, if you think about it, kind of like PS Vita.
Well, I mean, the Vita. I think a lot of people underestimate the Vita because it is the most powerful handheld out there.
Well, dude, it looks just like a PlayStation 3, you know, pretty much.
That's where I think people underestimate it. Because I mean, they expect it to be kind of like the Wii U.
Yeah.
But it's not meant for the PS4. They actually said that in the comments. They were like, the Vita was more for the PS4. It was more connected with the PS4 than it is with the 3. That's the best part.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just,
that way you'll be able to keep it for many years to come.
and that's another thing that 720 does not have on PS4. You have the connectivity of the Vita along with the PS4. Where does 720 go? Has Windows 8. Has Windows 8.
Yay. See, I'm planning on getting PlayStation 4 when it first comes out. Hopefully. I hope I don't get stabbed in the parking lot.
If anyone shanks me for it, I'll shake you.
You know, I mean, like, when PlayStation 3 came out, remember? There was video all over the place. Like, so people would carry around the store and they'll
the console! You're like, what the heck is wrong with you? You can go in there and buy one.
Sure, I'd be even afraid to, like, order it at home. The mailman starts to give it to me. He's like, never mind. He just takes off.
How about?
Please tell me it was worth it.
Yes, it was. I got Centipede on the Atari, and I don't even remember my other Atari game.
Speaking of the Centipede,
yes.
we'll go to the retro.
Yeah, we'll go to the retros.
Yes.
Well, we got time here because I probably don't have much more.
I got some 64 games, 2 wrestling ones, and a hockey one because I have almost all the other ones that are sport related.
One of my favorite wrestling games is on the 64. I can't remember the name of it, but I was actually playing. I was actually looking at walkthroughs the other day, and I remember playing it when I was really little. And it was, I can't remember. It was like Knockout something in the league, but it was really.
I don't remember.
Really
I don't
good.
think.
I don't know if you research this. Give me a second.
I probably have it.
I'm sure.
If you have it,
I'm pretty sure I have it. Yeah, retro games.
Retro.
He played Halo 2600 today.
Yes, I did.
Halo 2600.
Awesome.
Whoa, hold that thought.
Woo! What's your favorite retro game, Joe?
Ooh, favorite retro game. How far back we talking?
You go as far as you want.
Yeah, can you give me that one?
Sure, that's kind of hard, man.
I know.
Pong.
Pong is really. You know what? No. You know what my favorite retro game is? Tetris. The original.
Oh,
Tetris.
yeah.
Because that was actually one of the first games with a full soundtrack in it.
It was, yes.
It was just. I absolutely loved that game.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I remember. Wait. Maybe not. Hold on. I had
And
researched.
Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six on the 64.
Ooh, yes.
It's black. So it'll fit in with my nice stack about this tall black cartridges. that I got in there. And I got the Ren and Stimpy show on the NES.
Oh, dude. How was that?
I don't know. It was just there. So I was
The
like,
Ren and
pick it
Stimpy
up.
show is like, seriously, that's what it was. SmackDown 2, Know Your Role. That was one of my favorite
I don't
ones.
have that one.
I haven't played that. I've never even heard
I
of that.
love that. I don't think that's actually for it. Hold on, let me research that.
It's probably for. That sounds like it's for the PlayStation 2.
That may have been for the PS2, because I don't think it was for the in 64, but that's what it was. Because now all of a sudden I remembered SmackDown. That's not me. So you.
Yeah. Which means she's probably on her way.
Dun dun dun.
No. 2 things. Need a car, and this is going to be a bad ride home.
Why is it going to be bad right home?
They have no
Don't
air
have any
conditioning.
air conditioning.
Oh no. Just go like this the whole time.
Out the window. Do you know what? I did that once before when I was a kid, and a fly or something went right down my mouth. I'm serious, man. Oh, she said 15 minutes, so we got 15 more minutes.
So what did I miss when I was gone?
PlayStation 2, you're right. We talked about the main discussion that we had was the PS4 and versus the 720 with the online connectivity. What is the pros of this? What's the bad thing about it?
I think the PlayStation 4 is much better with that, just because of the share button. Like, I'm really.
That's what I was telling them about.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about. I didn't know about that.
I'm really.
I mean, I
upset,
knew about
though,
it
that they
before.
took away the start and select button, but I'm kind of okay with it because the share button, you never really even use select.
No.
But it's supposed to do that.
Really, what does select do?
Not much ever. Like, it used to do a lot, but it doesn't now.
No, it's like, okay. Yeah, it used to be like really like on the PlayStation 2, my goodness. You use that all the time. Or 1, PlayStation 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Which I was playing Crash Bandicoot. You know what, I have to say that's probably my favorite retro game.
Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah.
That game's awesome. You
I
can't,
love those.
and it's also by Naughty Dog. I mean,
Yes.
you just can't go wrong with Crash Bandicoot.
Man, did you know their logo back there was so weird?
Yeah, I know.
It's like a dog wearing sunglasses next to a doghouse. He's like, yeah. It's like the paw goes, whoosh.
Yeah. Which is awesome.
Yeah.
But, oh yeah, retro game.
Yeah, I guess that would count as retro. It's old enough.
Yeah, it's old enough. PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
I think anything from PlayStation 1 and 64 back is retro. Was that a knock?
It sounded like it.
That might be like
That's my girl.
Now, with Xbox doing that, they have a problem because if their console is constantly online, but then again, PS4 said that they were always going to be connected, but they said it was more through like mobile devices with the Vita, the laptop, and your phone. So I mean, does that technically count along the same race as connected online? Because I think that's just more.
It's not. It's not the same. Like, so far, I've been disappointed with the 720. Like, I'm just hoping
they
they.
haven't officially revealed it yet, but yeah.
I know, but the
prospects
rumors
are-
are not looking good.
Well, some of those have been confirmed already by Microsoft, which is the worst part. Like the used stuff with them putting they openly said we're doing that,
Yeah, I know.
which is not cool. Because I mean, no offense, that's a pretty.
Yeah, that's
Douche move.
That's what I'm not looking forward to.
Which
I'm
I
not
mean,
looking forward to it.
a console that's $700, so they better have at least the same engine.
$700.
Well, not seven, but $500.
Yeah.
They
I'm
said
not getting involved in the next generation.
they better have the same engine, or if not, something close to the PS4. Because PS4 has already said ours is more technology, more powerful than the 720.
Yes.
Why would they not? Why would they go? Well, we have the weak console this time.
I know. Wow. I mean, they have to top them. And I mean, no offense, if they don't have a PC like engine like the PS4 does, then they just might as well just go back to the drawing board.
The only thing so far that I think the 720 has going for it is the Connect 2.
Well,
But
yeah.
besides-
Rareware.
Yeah, well, yes,
The
but
potential of
but
Rareware
that's-
3. That's what's going to make me lay down $500.
yes, but Rare, that's a whole different subject. Like, they're like the kings. They're doing what they're doing. But no, the Connect 2. Like, I don't really like the Connect as it is. I do, but I don't. But like,
He does. It's a love-hate relationship.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's it. Yeah.
but
like it's
the new
really
one,
neat. It's just like
neat, but
why
It
do
doesn't
I?
have anything.
Games aren't really, yeah.
It can tell when you blink and when you talk and
Why
your
does it even know when you
fingertips.
blink?
I don't know. But
Oh,
it's
that
going to
could
be
make
your
cool.
character hit.
It's going to be.
Someone could.
That's gonna suck because you're gonna like be hitting all the time.
I'm using it for video games.
Oh gosh, let me do it.
Makes
Oh,
no
gosh,
sense.
no.
I just think that if they're going to go hardcore in the Connect 2, they need to find a game that can literally use it to the best it can. Because no offense,
Exactly.
PlayStation
Exactly.
still doesn't have the best game for the PlayStation Move. They've had some. Like, for example, BioShock for PlayStation Move.
How does that work?
It's actually really not that bad. I thought that it would be like kind of like Killzone, where it's just like you just shoot. That's what you're talking about. But I mean, like with BioShock, it actually is more fun. The only thing that's a little throwing off is the skyhook. But I mean, that's pretty much it. But I mean, it's BioShock. It's still pretty good no matter what. But
Is this the new Bioshock?
yes,
Awesome.
yes.
I'm getting it
Let's
on the
get it.
16th. They've played it. We haven't.
Yeah,
We're out.
We had a huge discussion about it earlier.
But it was kind of weird because we were at the same straight.
Since you guys got here, have you guys played this yet?
No.
You guys don't have this
Oh!
yet? You have money and you don't have this
I
yet?
I
thought,
have no
I thought
money.
for sure you guys would be like all over
See
this.
this thing on my face? It sort of it drains money.
Like,
Charger wallets.
this game is so awesome. Like, it is just awesome. Like,
It,
it is like 10 times
March
more.
How can a sequel to a Luigi's Mansion not be awesome?
I know.
Well, March has been a good month for games.
Yes, it has.
Because I mean, with Tomb Raider, and then with God of War, and then with Luigi's, and then
And
BioShock.
BioShock.
It's just a good month. Which the
Oh,
only
my
game,
brain's on the
the only other month that I think is going to surpass this is October. But we all know why that's going to be
Why?
because of Assassins and Batman.
Yeah.
Assassins and
Batman.
yeah, they released that today. Batman Arkham
Origins.
Origins. It's coming out.
If you don't know this, now you do.
I didn't know that.
Very
By the way,
coming out
while you're
October
also
25th.
gone, I went on a huge rant about why Facebook is a bad
Yes.
stalking drama.
It is. I don't like Facebook.
It involved a lot of stuff, including rape.
I'm on there, but I don't.
I'm
I'm on there, but I don't get on
Why
there.
something's good?
I pretty much said that if you go on people's pages, like, I mean, I like looking through the newsfeed to see what's going on with people's lives. And I'm sure others
So you
people
want
do,
Twitter?
too. Kind of, pretty much.
Yeah, I'm with Twitter, but I'm not with Facebook, and that kind of doesn't make sense. But most of the people on my Twitter, besides a few people, are like game companies, so it's all news and actual stuff I want to know about.
And then, like, if you're one of those people, though, that go on people's pages and just literally, like, look through their photos or look through what they're posting.
Yeah, it's
just,
a little. It's like
That's-
stalking.
that's
but
pretty
it
much
can't be
raping.
proven.
It's
It's-
pretty much rape.
It is. It's stalking, but not.
You're
proven.
violating their private lives, so you're pretty much
No.
raping them through internet.
Because they put it up
There's
there.
like-
Well, yeah, that is true.
It's not like
Well, that's
like,
just me going
they
like
have,
this,
it's not
not
like
raping.
putting it in some sort of secret vault and then you break into it. It's like
Yeah.
putting it on a billboard and being like, well, I don't want these people to look at
That is a very good point. I'm going to take back what I said
Yeah.
just because of that point.
I still believe. I'm more talking about the creepy men who you're just kind of creeped out by, who like look
Yeah.
look at young. Now that's messed up. If you're one of those people,
That's why you should
I
like.
better stop.
That's why you should only make it to where your friends can see your stuff on there, unless you're like a company.
That's one of the big
Doesn't
problems
matter.
for Facebook is they changed their privacy policies. A lot.
updates all the flipping time.
Yeah, it's like
Which
every
it's necessary.
5 minutes.
It is
Every
necessary.
5 minutes.
Is it really every 5 minutes?
No.
It'd be weird if it was.
Whoa.
They got a lot of problems. Then.
It's like 5 minutes later. Yeah, we changed our private policy. 5 minutes later. Yeah, you know that it's gone. We went back to the old way.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
What were we talking about before this? I completely forgot all of a sudden.
Oh no, we can.
Sheriff?
Was this?
Yeah,
Oh
we
wait,
went
wait, wait. Oh, Batman. We were talking about
Yeah,
Batman.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then we went to rape.
Well, that's how it goes. Batman can rape whoever he wants with his fist.
Yeah.
Fist
I
rape?
thought we were supposed to have more focused topics.
That is
Pong.
an
Pong.
amazing
yeah.
shirt.
That's what I thought.
That says
Yeah.
game. It doesn't say Pong. It just says game. Anyways.
The thing that worries me about this Batman game is the fact that with Rocksteady not directing them, what does Montreal bring to the table that's so different? Is this the one that Rocksteady was talking about with the Justice League, or is this going to have the open world Gotham City? That's my question.
Well, I don't know.
What would you like more? Would you like to play as Justice League members? Because no offense,
Well,
you're going to get to do that with Injustice.
In the
or-
in the original, like you're talking about the new one that's coming out.
yeah, the new Batman Arkham.
Like not Rocksteady, but
Like, if this new game that's coming out, if you could put anything into this coming game, what would you put into
I
it?
would. I don't think I'd want to play Justice League. I wouldn't want to play as Justice League members. I want them to go as retro as possible. I'm talking like maybe Adam West style, like when you
Now,
punch somebody.
if they want to
bam.
go blue suit Batman, I'd have an
That'd be
issue
cool.
with that. Because, I mean, I like the blue. That is classic Batman, but I still like
I think they should.
They should totally do that, even
Yeah.
if, like as a downloadable thing. Like
Yeah.
an entire
Yeah.
game based around that.
Yeah,
that would
but
be pretty fun.
but like they should like. I don't think they should go through the gray and blue suit, but maybe like the gray and black suit.
that would be
Just
fun.
like a lot
Well,
more.
they said this
like
this
a lot
really
more
is
old
like
style.
him getting into the role of the Dark Knight.
Yeah, they said he was like really. What was the word they used?
Unrefined.
Unrefined. And there was another word too.
Maybe he's just...
Unskilled or something like that. Like
Yeah.
he's a rookie. He's starting.
Well, what...
Something like the Amazing
So
Spider-Man.
that automatically calls out to me as saying it's not going to be with Justice League. Because no offense,
Yeah.
does unskilled Batman want to go with skilled Superman who can do pretty much
Yeah,
everything?
no.
Yeah.
That would,
No,
I
that
think
would
that
be
would like
stupid.
that would take away from it.
Well,
Now,
it's
if we're talking about Rocksteady's new game for like the ending of the trilogy, if they start forming the Justice League in that one,
That would be...
that
Yeah.
would be a good conclusion.
Because, I mean,
Yeah.
remember what Azrael said? He said that the Gotham was going to be burned in flames. So it would actually be cool if the Justice League
Now,
came into the final game.
If they introduced the members of the Justice League
That would be okay.
and they were all unskilled, like they had just started too, and they weren't that heavily a part of it, but they were there,
Well, like,
that would be kind of cool because they could.
Why would they be in
They
the
could.
Justice League at this point?
Well, I mean, they wouldn't be there, but they
they'd
would.
just be
Oh,
separate
the neighbors
heroes.
would
Yeah, they'd
exist,
be there.
But the Justice League would.
Yes, and they would all kind of spread their ways, and then Arkham Asylum, then City, and then Rocksteady's last one, they could come back and form the Justice League. That'd be
I
cool.
see what you're saying. Okay.
That'd be good.
What's the only problem?
They probably
is
won't do
Superman,
this. Or they will.
on Superman's own version of unskilled is I don't know how to fly yet.
Yeah.
But I can punch through a wall.
Yeah. I could like
Hey,
tear
super
people
run.
in pieces if I wanted to. I can use heat vision.
I can
freeze
run
you
so
while you're
fast that
standing.
I can reverse time. Does that count for anything?
Yeah, but I can't fly. I like Superman though, but only because of Smallville.
No offense.
And Josh
but
got me into that.
Yeah.
Smallville is the only, I think, good, unless the Man of Steel. That's Christopher Nolan.
I'm hoping that it's going to be
I
really
like
good.
the original Superman.
The original
Yeah.
Superman movies are good.
Yeah, I do too, but I didn't like them as much as Smallville. But I guess it's kind of a different. It's almost a different genre, like
I'd say it
the
is.
way they act.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
have to be. It was made so.
Yeah, but he did a good job playing them though, Tom Welling.
Oh yeah.
But let's. I want to talk about your guys' channel. Like, talk about that. Like, where did that come from? Like, inspiration for that? Because that's a really good idea, and it's doing pretty good, I think, so far.
Basically, there's other channels that are exactly like this with different people that I've watched some of. Like, there's Let's Plays on the internet, then there's like Game Grumps and Versus and stuff, and I
Grant
was like,
Kirkhope was in that.
what?
Grant Kirk.
Yeah, I watched that. That's the greatest thing that's ever been on the internet. And I basically was like, well, this way we could have regular content, and I could just do what we normally do anyways when we're putting off videos or homework or life, and film it. And so we even bought Dazzle so you could hook it up directly to the computer. And you've seen that, but our computer sucks.
So we can't use
So
it.
we couldn't use it. And I eventually broke down. I was like, I really feel like I want to do this, so let's just set up the camera, point it at the TV, and talk.
It works because it looks good, and you get your
looks
sound
fine.
quality really good too. Like, I can't. One of them didn't have decent sound quality, but I could still hear you guys clearly.
The Pokemon one, probably.
That was the first one, so it probably was. But then, like, everyone after that was pretty good.
I feel like.
And especially where you're doing retro, like you should go, like you should do really, really retro, and then you should do some new ones too. But it's awesome. I like it.
Yes.
And Smash Brothers. We got it.
Smash Bros. What's the name of the channel?
AM Game 64.
Game 64. Remember that.
Hey,
I'll put a link somewhere. Probably
It's right
probably
here.
not-
See? You see
It's
this?
gonna
we're
be-
all going
it's
to be
gonna be
holding
in-
it.
it's gonna be in the-
holding it. There's multiple
It's gonna
versions.
be. I'm gonna make it the whole screen.
I'm touching it.
You're gonna have like 20 different ones, and like
Yes.
one of them needs to be.
The others just leave at random places.
I'll do that. I'll make like the real one pop up first, and then I'll make a bunch of fake ones pop up. all
You
around.
gotta find which one is it.
It's
But-
work, but it's fun.
No, I'm back.
We should like. So you came back from the city.
Exactly. Good
Yes.
set. That's a great. We've had Segway powers today.
Oh.
City Undercover. Actually, I believe, to be honest, this is the best Lego game that's come out.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like if you haven't played this yet, you need to play it.
They
Like,
wouldn't be
before
done
you guys
by the
leave-
end of
Yeah, Drew. I keep because I have no monies. I keep asking Drew to go out and buy me games, and he's all like, "No."
What do you use your money on?
I don't.
A Sony Handycam charger. How about that?
Because we lost our only one.
Well, this game though, this game is like this game could be a Sony handicap charger. Like, okay, I got Mary Lou to time me in the fastest car in this game thus far that I've got. Okay, and well, before I say this, I got it on last Tuesday. Okay, when it came out, and well, not when it came out. I'm stupid. Anyways, I got it last Tuesday, and I am only 22% done with the whole game, and I have not finished the story yet. And I have only unlocked like maybe 15 vehicles so far. There's 450 gold bricks in this thing. I've only got 61.
Jesus.
Now, anyways, the fastest car in the game, Mary Lou timed me on her laptop with a stopwatch, and I drove around the entire city from starting at the police station, circling the map. Took me 10 minutes.
Whoa!
Like
Wait.
just like right at 10 minutes to get around the
I
whole
wanted to
game.
do dramatic effect for you.
And there's
Yeah.
also
It's good.
when we're talking about this, there's also 3 islands you can go to that are pretty much like a big chunk of the map just stuck over here. So, and
Your face.
it is like it is so funny. Like it is so,
Open world.
yes, and like this, I would go as far as to say, as of right now, this is probably the best Wii U game out right now too.
Well, definitely. It's like the only one out right now.
Yeah.
Nothing came.
But
They're like, "Hey, let's delay everything," and then Ubisoft is like, "Hey, we hate you."
yeah, let's just put Rayman on everything and delay it. Anyways,
Pretty much.
but like it's incredible, and it's huge and it's really really funny. Like I'll let Josh watch some of the cutscenes because it actually has in the briefing room in the police station you can rewatch every cutscene that's in the game, and there's just some funny stuff in there. Like
Especially the clowns.
Speaking of funny, sidetrack to this. This is not a part of the segue. Have you guys watched Duck Dynasty?
I know what it is. I know what it
I was
is.
about to say.
I haven't watched it either. Don't feel bad.
I haven't watched
But
it.
I'm going to
Like,
now.
I hear everybody talking about it, I'm
You-
kind of like...
Like they are, did you actually know they are a serious religious family? That
Yes,
all
I
of them
know.
are like hardcore
See,
in the church.
that's why like Josh was the one that told me about it, and he actually found out through his youth pastor. So
my brother's actually met Willie and he's met Jet. And
What?
Yeah.
they're crazy.
He went to
They're like
he went to a
redneck
conference,
Christians.
Wildfire. Will
And they do
was
like
there.
crazy
And it was
stuff.
so funny
I don't
because
know if
Willie
that's
was
good
just
or not.
like they like asked
No,
him
it is, it's
questions.
really
They're like,
Like
is everything on the television show
Like, it's
real?
not
And he's
so
like,
bad.
yeah. I mean, most of the time. I mean,
favorite
unless they
character in
ask
this
us to
game will be
stand
Frank.
weird, then yeah, they tell us it's real. And they're like,
Unless
It's-
they ask us to
it's
stand weird.
yeah.
Stand weird.
Someone asked him, he said, is that really the way he asked? He's like, yeah. How can you fake that? I mean, look at the man. He does all this. There's no faking that. And then someone asked him, there's like, is your daughter Sadie single? He's like, I'm sorry? And they're like, we're just curious. And it's like, yeah, she's single. Yeah. Don't get any ideas. We're at a youth conference, so leave it alone.
But
I've pretty much determined that Uncle Si will be Joseph in the future.
honestly, it kind of looks like me too. I could pull that off. I'm sure.
I must now show Michael and Drew a video.
Okay.
Must,
But-
Show away.
And the gamepad integration in this also
Good.
very good.
Very good.
Like, just turn the volume up
Right.
and go with it. Like turn it up on the gamepad, like all the way, and like every
And
time
the
somebody
TV
calls you,
button, just blast it.
Blast it.
Okay, you guys ready for this?
Tell me
You guys ready for this? This will be Joseph.
That's right here.
Dun, dun, dun. Joseph, you haven't seen this one yet. This is.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Which one's this one?
It just talks about Si.
Oh.
Who he is.
Live drama. Goat Dynasty. Science fiction.
Is that crazy uncle that everybody has? He would be known. I've always been a legend, man.
I must find another video now, but let's continue. Let's continue this.
well, before Josh leaves, we got to talk about The Walking Dead because, like, a lot of the critics so far hate this game, but me and Josh disagree completely.
I mean, I think it's good. I mean, it's not like, the graphics. I mean, they said everybody's like, oh gosh, the graphics are horrible, but the character models are really like...
Yeah, it looks almost exactly like Call of Duty Black Ops. I mean, Black Ops has slightly better graphics, but it's not that bad. I mean, it's
No.
really not that bad. Like,
I think it's fun
they
to
said
whack
it was like unexcusable for this year, for graphic wise, but I'm like, no, not really. some games aren't meant to have good graphics, and as far as like the atmosphere of the game,
Yeah.
Is that atmosphere good?
yeah,
Scared?
the lighting
Lot,
is
right?
good.
It's freaking dude.
The lighting,
So,
the lighting is
between
good.
us, Zombie U is also sort of knocked for graphics. Would you say
Yeah.
it's above that? Or
It's almost on par with Zombie. I mean, it's probably a little less. Probably a little less with this game.
Yeah. Of course, this
But
one's
like the
But-
stuff that people didn't like about Zombie U, this game did right, and vice versa. Like
yeah.
Zombie
You
U
can't
had a
have
much
it,
better
not
story than this one. But like as far as like people said they got tired of using the cricket bat in Zombie U, critic wise.
Yeah.
In this game you have a slew of melee weapons,
A
like
lot.
a lot. Like I'm talking
Use the axe.
like, yeah, fire axe.
One chop and their head goes
Hammers.
flying.
Hammers, and the
That
only
sounds
one you
like a
have all the
song.
time is
Be like, one chop and their head goes flying. Everybody's dying around here. Yes.
we have to remix that.
But I mean, it's really not. It's not that bad.
Donuts.
I think we can,
Donuts.
we can all agree with this that the best thing about the game is the voice acting.
Yeah.
Because they did really good with the voice
It's the
acting.
people from the show. Norman Reedus. And Michael Rooker.
They did really good.
Both of them's good. They did really good.
But I mean, there's like footage plays there. I mean, it doesn't look that bad. I mean,
Yeah,
if you've seen a
that's
trailer
outrageous.
of it. The trailers, in my opinion, look a little worse.
Yeah, the trailers do
I mean,
look worse, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah, I never thought the trailer was
gameplay?
good. I never.
Yeah, like the trailers.
Yeah,
like,
but
I mean, like
the game
trailers
doesn't-
they
it's
released
not that
for it
bad.
looks like they were made before they finished it off. It's kind of weird.
IGN gave it, I think, a 4.5.
Yeah,
and it at
like
least
it,
deserves
right.
a 6.
Do you think it would have been better if they would have went with like the comic book-ish style from the Telltale games.
I think Telltale kind of set a bar for them.
Yeah, well, see,
it's
that's
more
not
like
fair.
Yeah, see, Telltale's like more of a story, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's like
it's
it really
a
went
much
through like
more-
a story.
Yeah,
Where this
like-
is more just like you want to kill zombies.
Yeah, this is first person shooter.
Yeah. I
style,
mean, the story
obviously.
isn't the biggest thing. It's just like we're going to wax.
Oh, first person shooter.
But
Well, from a lot of.
It works.
I think there are going to be fans of this game, just like there are fans. I guess it's more of what Walking
Yeah.
Dead you're more in love with. So I mean,
Yeah.
there's just like there's
Yeah.
a ton of different branches for Walking Dead to go to. Speaking,
Which-
well, you
it's
go on. You go on.
it's a good thing that they're doing this though, because outside of the comic books, The Walking Dead had no franchise outside of the comic books, and then they went to the TV show. Now they got merchandise, and they got this game, that game. And don't they have a plug and play game with the TV?
Yeah.
So it's a good thing to see this, and
I
it's
actually
building on the story.
Thought
So.
that this was going to be like a port of that.
Now,
Oh what?
Like a port of that thing
Oh.
when I first heard about it.
Yeah, honestly, I did too.
Because I thought it was the same name, and I was like,
What is the
why would they do that?
It's like you plug it like it's a gun.
Yeah, like
and it
it.
has cord coming out of it, and you plug it into
Like
your
the
TV,
SNES
and
zapper.
and you just kind of it's a light gun, and you shoot the zombies on the
So
Well,
it's
how
kind of like
long's
there's deer
that
hunting.
cord? Because I mean,
Yeah.
you have to be like,
if it's a rifle, you're going to be like. "Mm,
Yeah,
you'd be like right up on that TV.
it is though. It is a
Be right in
rifle.
front of
So
it. I mean, how long is
I mean,
that cord? It should be
uh,
like
is
right
it
up
wi-
on that
is
TV.
the gun
That's
not
pretty
wireless?
sure.
I don't know if it is or not.
I have no
I mean, I haven't. My experience with plug and play is non-wireless, but I've never played one that is wireless.
So speaking of multiple branches that you can go off to, let's talk about the branch of Sly Cooper since
Yes.
it goes off into so many weird places.
The ending of this game, like guaranteed, like they were like, if Sony
I
Sony
was gonna get it.
like
Well,
shuts us down
Yeah,
and they don't want us to do another one, we're gonna make this ending where they have to.
I know.
And
pretty
now
much.
they've guaranteed that there's gonna be another game. They have
I
to.
wonder what'll happen.
They cannot.
considering he's at the
They
pyramids.
can't end Sly Cooper like that.
My only complaint
No,
about
'cause he was
this,
at the pyramids, you know.
the only complaint I had
You
about
have to
this
finish it.
was no clockwork.
I know. Miss
Or
Clockwork.
Sly's dad.
Yes,
I
which
felt they should have put that in.
they should have. Well, they mentioned him, and they kind of showed him in like that cartoony diagram thing, but they
Yeah, that. I mean, I wanted to actually see them. Like you got to see all the major ancestors. You got to learn
Yeah.
all their cool tricks.
Which
What I mean.
like. I love Ryoichi, but after you get past him, it's like none of them are as good for me.
I like
Which-
Tennessee a lot.
Yeah,
Because I mean,
Tennessee,
that
he's
threw
awesome.
you off. Because a third-person shooter in a Sly Cooper game kind of really makes you go.
Go West Young Raccoon.
And I mean, it was a lot like Red Dead Redemption's gameplay. It really was.
Yeah, like you wouldn't think that you'd be able to play Sly Cooper and say I just played a third-person shooter, but
You
once
do.
you get to the West, you do.
Now, I will say this: one of my favorite levels of the whole game. I love the final.
I know what you're gonna say. When you have to dance as Murphy.
Well,
I
Or
love
Murray,
that.
not Murphy.
that,
Murray.
that one was a little in a way disturbing. The last one, the one where you dance as Carmelita, was worse because I was just
Yeah.
like, this makes
Well,
you feel really awkward.
Yeah, and it's like, yeah.
That was not the one I was going to say.
Awkwardness.
The one I was going to say was the one where Murray trains Bob in Rocky Balboa's, well, not Rocky Balboa, but Rocky style. And you're just like, literally the most retarded. I mean, literally, like the whole level. You pretty much have to beat all of Murray's trials, which makes it fun because you actually feel like
Yeah.
you are learning. But at the same time, it's just the mini games that you play. They're actually really fun, but they get difficult as you get to the
Yeah,
very end of
definitely. Like, you don't know who Bob
Yeah.
is, do you?
the And with the dramatic music,
You,
it's
got,
just
have you,
awesome.
you all haven't played this? Okay.
I sure hope
The
that was a
third,
tiny nut.
third time they travel in time, they go back to prehistoric time, and Bob
Wow.
is the first Cooper from the Ice Age.
I wish I'd been more nice.
Well, he's not the first
Still
Cooper.
don't know
but
how
he's
they
the
understand
first
him.
thief.
How do they understand? Yeah,
don't know,
well,
that's
that's exactly what I thought.
I don't know. That's all.
I know, it's
Gotta
kind of
figure it
weird.
out.
Okay, I gotta show them another video now.
Alright.
Come.
Graphic-wise, though, like
It
I
looks
was,
beautiful.
yes, I was disappointed the way they changed the characters until I
Change
played
the
it.
model.
Yeah, they said they look a little different,
Yeah, it's not that different.
but they, I mean, I don't know, it works.
Okay.
It definitely works. Yes.
That one you gotta watch the
See,
show.
he was speaking somewhere, wasn't he? The dad?
Phil and Cy were in North Carolina, I believe.
Yeah.
At a firehouse or something. It was free.
Speaking of which, how
You
old
know-
is his daughter?
I don't know. Sadie is 17. I
You said
believe.
How you doing?
Well, I'll tell you this.
Does she have a beard?
No. I'll tell you this.
Well,
though.
that ruins it for me.
I'll tell you.
Not how you
Do you know how much it is for them to come speak at a church or event?
Probably a lot.
15,000. The only request that they have is that they get to bring their spouses with them.
Well, that's a
Dang.
lot of money.
What if we can get him to come here?
I don't think we're that rich.
I would love to know what they would say though. That would be pretty interesting.
I just want side.
Yeah, you know what? If we could get him here, we should have Cy just sitting there talking about
We
games.
should.
See what he says. He's
Yes.
probably never played a game before, but
Well,
No,
I'm
actually,
sure-
in the
I'm sure he
recent
can improvise.
in the most recent episode, he was actually talking about he has played games before because Jeff was playing Donkey Kong on the Game Boy Color, and he's like, "You playing Donkey Kong?" He said, "Yeah, it's the best game ever." And he's just telling him what to do and all this stuff. He's like, "Hey, I've always been a game. I played Tetris, I played Donkey Kong, I played Twister, I played." And he just starts listing all these things.
did you see the one where he's in the dress?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What about that throwing star though at the pawn shop?
You need to watch. That's my
Yes.
favorite side episode. Watch Samurai Side. You know why these call them nunchucks? Because when you hit them, they go numjack. That's how they really got that name.
He was sitting there
nunchucks.
doing that, wasn't he? He picked up a throwing star. He's like, this, what did he say? Something like, "This is how what ninjas use," or something. He just went, threw it right into the door, and he's like, "What are you doing, Si?" It's just
So we
funny.
need to watch the show. We all need to go home and watch the show.
He's like, and Jason's like, it's like taking a kid
I
to
don't
a
know.
toy store,
If
but the
not,
toys are lethal.
Speaking of Netflix, did you guys see what they put on Netflix? They put all the old Cartoon Network shows on there. Dexter's Laboratory, Courage, Foster's
See,
Home.
Michael, one guy sent me an Xbox message, and you said it was stupid. I told you, no, it's pretty good.
No, the contents of the message.
What he said was kind of bad, but I mean, what the main message was good. And he's just like, he was one of my friends. I don't know how to explain it. He's just like, oh.
He insinuated racial slurs
He was like,
into all of his friends in order to inform them of this update.
He says like the N word, and he's just like, man, it's real good, you know, it just goes off cussing and all this, and then finally
At the end of the
he
message,
says,
like
on
literally
Netflix
the last
they have,
line.
yeah, on Netflix they have Ed and Nettie, Dexter's Laboratory, and all this. But at the beginning, he's just like, you know, going off on this big rant, just like just saying a bunch of cuss words. And at the end, he tells me what it is.
Maybe he was really angry when he started the message.
Yeah.
Exactly, yes, they call it the
Did I
same
hear a
message.
horn? Or maybe that was just in my head. It's just in my head.
Jeez.
Why did you hear a horn?
Yeah, it was some good hearing.
I don't
there.
know. I just thought I heard it like a beat. But
Should we
I'm
be
like, what?
prepared to be attacked?
Maybe.
Is it that?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know what it was.
So we talked about all the games.
Yeah. Yes. I think
We've done good. So I guess now there's only one thing to do.
What is that?
Well, I was gonna say
Epic
epic.
games.
I was gonna say epic video montage, but we can't do that right now. But anyways, what's your most anticipated game, Josh?
This coming up here?
This
Batman Origins.
Like
Batman Arkham
that's
Origins.
not already out.
I gotta do it. I gotta do it.
That's
I
not
gotta do
already
it.
out.
It's not there yet. What's yours?
I'm gonna have to break mine into two categories. I'm gonna have to break one as of now, which means I haven't got it yet. Well, are we talking about ones that are already released, or are we talking about like ones that have been
Sorry, not released.
not released? Well, it would probably be between The Last of Us and Batman and Assassin's Creed 4. But I can't pick one of those three at this moment. Probably, I think I'd feel more comfortable saying The Last of Us as of right now. But that's just as of right now, because I haven't seen anything on Black Flag or
You haven't seen anything
well,
like
nothing new, and I haven't seen anything on.
I was about to say you saw the gameplay trailer.
Yeah,
before,
I saw the
Jeez.
gameplay trailer. Because it's got like Blackbeard in it.
Yeah. Michael, what's yours?
Nothing. I mean, there's lots of games that I'm sort of looking forward to. But there's
Pikmin 3.
Ah, I forgot about Pikmin 3.
I was about to say Pikmin 3. Pikmin 3. Pikmin 3.
I'll go with that, sure. I mean, I want that. It's
What
just-
about-
nothing's got me all.
What about
right
Legend of
now.
Zelda Wind Waker HD?
Yeah. I already have that on GameCube.
Yeah, it's
Look at these gosh.
Is it hot?
Like, usually I'm like this until, like, they're out. And then I'm like, oh!
Yeah, like the Bungie games, like when they're not out, he doesn't really care about them. As soon as they're out, he's like, we have to go get it. And then when it's not out, he's just like, eh.
No, whatever. I mean, this is cool. I'll watch some trailers for it.
You do not know. Why don't you know, Drew?
Because
He doesn't keep up on gaming news. He just lifts
I have
weights
not.
and junk.
I am not.
Drew?
I'm not a gamer no more. I'm sorry.
You're wearing a pong shirt. You can't.
You're
you
running
can't say I'm
that
not a
video
gamer.
game
I'm
channel.
not as big as I used to be.
You can't say you're not a gamer when you're wearing a
We'll
pong
get
shirt.
him hooked back onto Assassin's Creed.
Trade him shirts. Then you can say that.
I just haven't played as much since.
Give him Bioshock. That will get him hooked. That's what I told Kevin. Kevin was about to quit video games forever. I was like, okay.
How could you do that?
I was
That's like
You
can't just do
Kevin
that.
Ball, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can't.
what the heck? I told him, I was like, if this is gonna, if you're gonna quit, then at least get Bioshock. Let it be your last hurrah. That way you can have one of the best games of your life play. Texts me after he did it. He's like, I suddenly love video games again. But I think the only reason why is because I realized nothing's gonna be as good as Bioshock. So what should I do? And I'm like, wait for the next Bioshock and keep playing games. Maybe we'll find something else. And he's like, okay. I just want you to know it's your fault though that I'm not quitting games. I was like, yeah, that's good news.
I'm just really addicted to games. I mean, you know, when you walk into my house, you can't really tell that I'm addicted to games. But I mean,
Until you get to that side.
You just gotta see that. Look at that.
Break the fourth wall.
You see that? You can't tell it when you walk through the
We're
front
breaking
door.
the fourth wall now.
yeah,
Yes,
We're
we
going
are.
Deadpool on the
What's
camera.
up, Sam? You hate video games so much.
yeah, yeah. Really.
What do you do with your life? Do you crochet or something?
Holy crap, dude! We've talked an hour and a half.
Heck
I
yeah.
imagine it'd be long. Like I'm gonna have to edit a lot.
Well, are we finished with this
Jesus
one?
loves
Or-
you.
Jesus.
It would probably be a good thing to end it there.
Yeah.
Hi, people.
Okay, last word. Seriously, Sadie. How you doing?